In our speaking, but mostly in our reading and writing, there are some words often confused and misused. Okay? Now, so we need to look at that. Now, there are words, they have the same, some words have same sound, but different spelling. And we call them homophones. And that, these homophones, because the same sound, the spellings are different, when we write and speak, we can get confused. We may use the wrong word, not knowing the meaning correctly. So that's what we are going to look at now. We will look at and we do some exercises to help us in not getting confused and misuse the wrong words. Okay? So, words often, the title is Words. Often confused. Often confused and misused. Confused and misused. And misused. So we are going to look at some homophones so that it will help us in our writing. So, words often confused and misused. This is the title. So I told you there are some homophones, or rather all homophones have same sound, similar sound, but when we look at the spelling, it is different and the meaning is also completely different. Okay, now, some words, this word that misuse and confuse, word that are similar sound, words with similar sound but different meaning. Words with similar sound and different meaning, we call them homophones. Okay, so we are looking at words with similar. Words with similar sound, similar in sound. Words with similar in sound but different. But different in meaning. And what do we call that? Homophones. Okay? Now, first one, let's see. Let us look at the first homophone I have here, A. Let's say A. Every taxi has a meter which records the distance traveled and the fare payable. So every taxi. Every taxi has a meter. Now look at the spelling. Every taxi has a meter which records the distance. The distance traveled. The distance traveled. the distance traveled, and the fare, and the fare payable, and the fare payable. Okay? Now, let's look at the next sentence. She purchased she purchased a meter. She purchased a meter of silk. Meter of silk. Of silk for her blouse. For her blouse. Now, I said we are looking at confused, misused words. Some words with similar sound but different meaning. What do you call that? Homophones. Okay. Look at this. Two different spelling. They sound the same, but both totally different meaning, different, same sound, different meaning. Every taxi has a meter which record the distance traveled and the fare payable. Now just look at this. She purchased the meter of silk. So one is ER and next one is RE. Now let's look at some other homophones too. Every taxi has a meter which records the distance traveled and the fare payable. She purchased a meter of silk for her blouse. So we have meter, meter, both same sound, but it's got different meaning. Now let's look at another set of words. A. Here, a butcher sells meat. A butcher. A butcher sells. Butcher sells meat. Butcher sells meat. Okay. Now, another sentence. Can you meet misfortune with a smile? Can you? Can you meet? Look at the spelling. Meet. Can you meet misfortune? Misfortune. Can you meet misfortune with a smile? With a smile. Look at the two different words, meet, meet. They sound same, but it has got different spelling. Okay, now let's take another set of homophones. We all wish her a Merry Christmas. We all wish. We all wished her a Merry Christmas. Merry, look at the word Merry. We all wished her a Merry Christmas. Okay, now let's look at another sentence where Mary is used. John is going to marry. Okay, John is going to marry. Going to, here it's not marry, it's marry. John is going to marry. Again, going to marry again after a year. Okay? Now, let's look at another set of homophones. Here, M-E, M-A, only A, one letter, one vowel difference. Now, let's look at the fourth one. She buys a liter of milk every day. She buys. She buys a liter. A liter. She buys a liter of milk every day. Every day. Now let's look at the same letter. Okay. Pick up your litter after the picnic. Pick up. Pick up. Pick up your litter. Whatever you're littered. Pick up your double L. Pick up your litter after a picnic. After a picnic. Picnic. Okay, we'll take another set of homophones and see what's here. Please wait a minute. Wait. Please. Please wait. Please wait a minute. Please wait. Please wait a minute. Okay, and let's see how this wait is used in another sentence. He has recently put on weight. Same sound. He has recently. Yes, recently put on. Put on. And here look at that. Weight. Put on weight. We are looking at the homophones, the usage in sentence, the words with same sound but with different spelling and meaning. Now look at that. I have here 5 set of homophones. Words often confused and misused. Words with similar sound but different meaning in these sentences. Let's look at. Every taxi has a meter which records the distance traveled and the fare payable. She purchased a meter of silk for her blouse. Meter. Here, meat, both are meat. A butcher sells meat. Can you meet misfortune with a smile? Can you meet me at 5 o'clock? Meet. Next we have Mary and Mary. We all wished her a Merry Christmas. Mary. John is going to marry again after a year. Litter and later the place. She buys a liter of milk every day. Pick up your litter after a picnic. Next, wait and gaining weight. Please wait a minute. He has recently put on weight. So, we learned the usage of words with similar sound with different spelling, which is called homophone, in this 5 set of sentences.